Hi guys, welcome back to Mesh TV. I'm sitting here with Nandi. Tell me about your journey as an entrepreneur.
So my company, Mamakashaka, is actually only less than a year old, but there's a bigger story to that. So I've been working in building my personal brand, my network, and my relationships for the last like 6 to 7 years. So you know how everyone in Johannesburg has a side hustle or a passion project. So for the last 5 to 6 years, I've been like organizing events, creating stuff for like brands within the arts, lifestyle, and culture spaces. And 18 months ago, I just got to a point where it was like either go put everything into your advertising career or, you know, focus on building something of your own. And I took the leap of faith, if you will, and started my company last year in November.
So I mean that's quite a big leap of faith. So I know you've got kids. So being a mom and you've got a kid. You've got a kid. And it's quite a big decision, you know, because you've got your kind of corporate job, even though it's advertising. Still, it's for a company. It's the safe decision. It's it's what everyone kind of expects you to do, and then you grow up in the ranks. So, you know, to go out on your own and take that leap of faith and start your own thing. I mean, that's really like living an entrepreneur's dream. You know, that's the life of an entrepreneur.
I mean, I have to be honest. We say things like leap of faith, but it's a lot of planning. So it was, I think, I served the longest notice known to mankind, 6-month resignation notice. And before that had been like contemplating taking that leap for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But more than anything, I think you owe it to yourself to do what truly makes you happy. And I think there's nothing more inspiring to someone that you're raising to see you, you know, pursue your dreams and to eventually, I hope, to achieve some of those dreams as well. So for me, it didn't feel like a choice. It didn't really feel like a choice. It felt like this was just the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. What have you most learned about yourself while building your business?
That I'm an impatient person. Well, there's that, obviously, but it's just that I care. I care a lot about what I do, who I do it for, and how it's done. And it matters to have work that fulfills you. So that was something quite surprising, that how much I actually care about what I do. It's one thing to feel like you're talented and you're good at it, but to actually be like, you really care.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting thing.
I think that also makes you a different entrepreneur. You know, it makes you a good entrepreneur is if you have that passion for your business. Because if you don't, I mean, where is it really going to take you? Because you've got to drive yourself. No one else is driving you.
True, but also we're trying to create a more of a mission-based and value-based agency where it isn't just about making money. I think that like working responsibly and ethically is quite important. I think what you do, who you do it for, matters. I think that there's like a really great like community of responsible entrepreneurs who actually, it's for good. It's for the betterment, it's for the empowerment of something, and I'm really quite excited to be in that space.
Awesome. Earlier you spoke about brand building. So give us your top tips to other entrepreneurs as to how they should build their brand.
1, be authentic and honest. I think it's really important to be yourself. I think people connect well when they know that you are who you say you are. 2 would be understanding the difference between reach and following. I think people are really obsessed with how many followers they have on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, etc. And that doesn't necessarily mean reach. Reach is all about, for me, connection and impact. And I think a third thing is being consistent. I think once you start something, be consistent in your communication, be consistent, just consistency across the board. I think in order to build a relationship, because I think brand building is about building relationships, you have to show up and keep showing up. So consistency actually matters. And 4th would be have fun. I think have fun and don't be scared about getting personal. I think part of building a really successful brand is that the brand in itself has a personality. People want to relate to a brand like it was a person. And I think that's why you see now a lot of people at the forefront of their respective brands. You're in love with Apple because you love the story of Steve Jobs. You're in love with with OWN Network because you love the story of Oprah Winfrey, and so on and so forth. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
So last question, why did you join Mesh?
I don't think the company would still exist if I was working from home. My gut response, but also it was because of the community, and there was just some incredible practical things like I have this beautiful space, and working on beautiful jobs in a beautiful space is inspiring. I think not having to worry about certain administrative things like internet and good coffee. Good coffee is important.
Yeah.
And having a concierge service that really helps me has been like completely beneficial. But more than anything, I'm going back to my first point, is about the community. I think that the Mesh community is a combination of like-minded creatives. So it's really great that we're in a space where there are art directors in here, there are copywriters in here, there are photographers in here, there are brand strategists in here. So it really helps that there are people I can just walk over to or schedule some time with and have those conversations. But like with anything else, it's about how you make it work for you. And it fits. Mesh simply fits.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Pleasure.
Thanks very much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time.